this is going to rank right up there with one of our more incredible finds, I would say. Hey, what is up? So today is a Monday and the stars have aligned, and so I get to bring along a special guest, one of my best friends in the world and my brother-in-law, John Lindeman. So you can follow him on Instagram at John Flips. He also has a wonderful podcast called the What Makes Us Human podcast, which is basically played anywhere that you can find podcasts. So that's What Makes Us Human. So John and I are going to take a trip down to several thrift stores today and see what we can find. So as you know, or may not know, I'm in the world of banking. So we're off today for President's Day, and John is off every other Monday. So we have a route in mind. We have a circuit that we do in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're going to see what we can find today and flip that for profit. So if you haven't watched this channel before,
fingers crossed.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So if you're seeing this, we probably found something. If you're not seeing this, then obviously you don't. Yeah, you don't know. But so we're going to check it out. But like I said, if you haven't seen this channel before, we're a family of resellers that buy things at thrift stores, flea markets, yard sales, anywhere that we can buy something low and flip it online for a profit. So that's what we're going to do today. So stay tuned and check it out. All right, so we're leaving the first Goodwill, and I was leaving there with a $20 pair of shoes, which I was somewhat happy with. It wasn't the greatest pair of shoes, and a lady brings out this massive hanger of stuff that I had no clue what it was, but I knew it looked expensive. And so I was like, what do you, and she was putting it behind the counter, and so I asked her what it was, and she was like, this is snorkel stuff. And I'm like, snorkel stuff? And so it turns out it's a bunch of scuba diving gear, and it was $50 for the full price. And so John and I went back in and had them pull it off of the counter, and I thought it might be individually priced, and it was all priced together, $49.99. I know scuba stuff's expensive, even though I'm not a scuba enthusiast, and looks like it could end up being a really good score. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we're going to check that out. And once we get outside of the next Goodwill, I'll kind of do a check and show you what John and I both have found so far. But anyways, excited about what that could potentially be worth, so stay tuned. Outside of Goodwill too, John's in, he's coming, he just bought a couple things, and so I'm going to show you a little bit about what I bought at the first Goodwill. And here he comes, John Flips with his purchases, running to the car. But the only two, I didn't buy anything at this last Goodwill, but at this one where I bought the scuba gear, I bought these Asics for $19.99. These are Gel Nimbus Light, and they're in really mint condition. I mean, the bottom's just a little dirty, but I mean, I don't think these things have hardly been worn. But this could end up being my grail find of the day. Is this scuba? I don't even know all what I have here. There's like gauges, and I know this is a good brand. I just don't know what this is exactly. I mean, there's these pieces. I mean, there's a bag here. I haven't even been through all the pockets yet, but this is a Ziegel vest, and here is a glove. I don't know. Oh, they're both there. So I've got to vet through this and kind of see what we've got, and but super excited about that find, and all of that was $49.99. Outside of Goodwill number 3, and I just had a major score. So this Flowbee is a home hair cutting system for $2.99. We've sold this before, and I have a feeling that if I listed this right now, it may sell before we get home. But this is going to be an easy $100 to $130 right off the bat. So super excited to find that. Majorly undervalued in Goodwill, $2.99. So a really good find there. Just left Value Village, and John and I really didn't buy a whole lot. I got these Chevy Traverse mats. So these are OEM, so original. So I think those will do pretty well, but those were $1.88 a piece, so $3 and something, almost $4 for those. So anyway, on to the next stop. Not a ton of success there, but we'll see if we can find a little bit better success at the next stop. Outside of the second Value Village, John's still in there checking out, but I got this home spa deal. I guess you put it in your tub. It's like 3 speeds. I don't know why people buy those things, but they had a good sell through. So $8.18. Also got this Sesame Street songs from the street with $2.12. And then lastly, I got this KitchenAid food processor, and this was, I believe, $15 if I'm not mistaken. The cool part about these is that it sells, this piece alone I think sells for like close to $50, just the pitcher, the plastic pitcher. So I'm thinking all in, this is a pretty good buy for $15. And then I got John, just got back. What'd you get, John, as we're scrounging around in the parking lot of Value Village?
Woo, I got a back to life.
Back to life is awesome.
Tired, we ate, we needed to eat, so we went to this Wild Bojangles where this dude was smoking a buttload of pot in the drive-thru and we could smell it. But now that I've ate, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, there's that. Interesting lunch there.
Yeah, Cole Hahn's.
Let's go.
And little kid Air Jordan.
Jordan 1s?
Pretty darn decent.
Yeah, heck yeah, those are nice.
So,
cool, cool. Nice finds. And what's your back to life back there? We've sold those before, so those can do pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they do. I just know that they sell well.
It goes up and then back, and I don't know what you put on this. I'm not putting any part of me on this, but I'm gonna sell it to somebody that will. So.
All right, guys, we'll head to the next one. Value Village 3, let's go. So we're just outside of the third Value Village, and we were about to leave, and I showed John a keyboard that I thought maybe he should look at buying, and then he found an entire box behind the counter of some other things. So check this out. These cords are Rolls brand, but there's tons of other stuff that he found in here. Like
so they go to these personal monitor amps.
Yeah, so I think we were looking at comps on these. They're like $40 a piece, and I think he has like 8 or 9 of them.
You paid $2.10 a piece.
No, you have 11 of these.
Yeah, 11 of these.
I mean, he could seriously have like $400 in here. And then on top of that, this keyboard was $50-something, which is paying up a little bit, but it has a really high sell-through and sells for like $150 to $200.
We found these lavalier mics. I think that's what this is, a Sennheiser EW100. For $2.10 a piece. Got a couple of those. Something was sticky.
Yeah, always the risk of those. And then I found, I actually got some Denon remotes, which is a good brand, a Panasonic VCR TV remote, and then I got 2, I think these are Sennheiser, if I'm sabotaging the name, mics, which they are definitely dinged up and used quite a bit, but I still think that they're going to do pretty well. And I paid $9 for this whole box, and I probably got, I don't know, $70, $80 in sales there for easy to ship. So, and then I also got this Panasonic digital AV mixer. So this is $40. I did take a bit of a chance. You can't return items here, and it doesn't come with a cord. But I think this thing will sell really quickly, probably for over $100 plus shipping. So all in all, this has been a really good stop at Value Village, and there's very little cell phone signal in there, so it's a total pain. And it was like a total pain to comp your items. And It was also like 200 degrees in there, which never helps. But anyway, definitely worth the trip, and excited that we came. We're actually back at the house. I ran out of battery. So we went to another thrift store called Community Thrift. I just got two things. This is a Magnolite. It says chicken fryer, but this thing's like in mint condition. I'm not sure if it's ever been used. It was $34 and they brought it down to $19.96. So I think this is gonna be a good find. I didn't really even comp it because, like I said, having some battery issues, we kind of stayed out a while. So these are actually golf high top Nikes. And so these were $20, but I think even though these are like 7-8 years old, they seem like they're pretty rare and they still have a good sell through. So I'm hoping that these will probably sell in the, you know, 70 to maybe upwards of $100 range. But anyway, so these are the last items that we found today. So that's going to be a wrap for John and I. Thanks for coming with me today, brother.
That was a big day.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think we both had a good day. John, you got some tailor-made golf head covers at the last stop.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I think we didn't cover. And he bought some things earlier in the day as well that we didn't cover. So I think that this was a fun Monday, so we got to do it again for sure.
President's Day, right?
Yep, President's Day Thriftathon.
So what day's next?
What day do I get off next?
Yeah.
Random bank holiday? I don't even know. That is a good question.
We'll have to plan.
Yeah, we'll do it again and let you guys know how it goes. And I probably will run through some of the scuba gear to see and dissect what some of that may be worth as well. So hopefully that's not a bust. I think it's going to end up being really good. So anyway, stay tuned for that. So I'm back in our basement and in our eBay cave, or whatever you want to call this, and I'm with the scuba items that I bought earlier in this episode. And if you watch this channel, you know that we buy, on some occasions, some pretty insane things and then flip them for a pretty sizable profit. And so this is going to rank right up there with one of our more incredible finds, I would say. And so check this out. And this just goes to show, if you keep looking and you stay consistent, you will find some grand slams here and there out there at thrift stores, flea markets, yard sales, and things of that nature. So check it out, what we found here. So here's our full setup. And so as you can see, I've got everything laid out here. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I don't know a ton about some of these things. I've done a little research, but I'm still not 100% sure. There's several things that I'm gonna have to clarify. So if you know a lot about scuba things, don't destroy me. But some of these, first thing I'll show you is that's the price tag, and I don't think it's gonna show up for some reason. Oh, there it is, $49.99. So that's what I paid for this. And so we'll just kind of go over this. But so the first thing is this Ziegel scuba vest. And it also comes with this, this piece or attachment, this Air 2, which is the apparatus that you breathe out of. And so there are some people that are selling just this piece alone without the vest for $100, $150, maybe more. And there are, this vest, this Escape, has listings in the $250, $300+ range. So this is a Ziegel Escape vest. I did find that out. That's the model of this. Again, I don't know. I think we'll probably sell it with this piece because that looked like what most people were doing. Of course, there's this whistle that comes with it. And then this knife, believe it or not, is a, let's see what the markings are there. Winoka titanium. And so this knife alone might sell for like 60, 70 bucks. So it just clips into your scuba suit there. And so I'll flip this over so you can kind of see what the back of this looks like, you know, the place for your tank. And so really cool, all in all. And then there's also this Santo, I don't even know how you say it, Santo. I think we've sold the watches before, but but never anything in the Scuba family. So this is a Santo Cobra with this compass. And so this compass is like actually like, we can actually pull this off and sell it separate. So again, I got to figure out which Cobra this is. The Cobra 3 sells for a lot, like 350, 400 bucks. I don't think this is what this is. I think it's a lower model Cobra, so it might be $100, $150, but the ones that had the compass attached to them sell for more. So we could consider parting this out and selling the compass separate and then selling this. So either way, I think that's going to be a pretty good and a pretty quick seller as well, because there were very few listings and a ton of sales. And then the next thing that we've got here is this Scuba Pro G250 HP. And so these are your regulator type items. So this Scuba Pro MK18, there were some people that sell this separate, this piece right here, and again another 100, 150 bucks, maybe more, maybe less, just depending on the individual circumstances. And then again, this G250 could sell for another 150, 200, $250, just depending. And again, some of these things I'm going to have to research in a little bit more detail. And then the other thing that was with it is this storage bag, which is a Kona Adventure Gear. I think even this thing sells for like 30 bucks. So really cool find. Again, I don't know exactly what we're going to get out of this total. I was originally at one point thinking it might be over $1,000 worth of items. Now that I've done some research, I've toned it down a little bit, but I'm still thinking anywhere in that $600 to $800, $900 range is potentially possible here. So just one of the cooler finds that we've had at a Goodwill in quite some time. So I did want to share some of those findings with you. Oh, and I also left out these gloves, these Scuba Pro gloves. These didn't carry a ton of value, but I didn't want to leave them out because I wanted to make sure that I showed you everything that was in that set. These might be like 20, 25 bucks. But again, just another piece to the Scuba line.